I was on top of the world. I did everything that I was supposed to do. I went to university, I graduated, I got my degree, I got the job, the boyfriend, the cat, the car, the apartment. I did it all. And on the outside, everything looked perfect. And on the inside, it was a totally different story. See, I was kind of racing for this finish line, what I thought was supposed to be right. But actually, I was trying to find my happy pace. I'm going to tell you how I found my happy pace. When I was 5 years old, I discovered running, and it made me feel free. See, adults, they make a lot of rules. They tell you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And when I found running, it was like I could go as fast as I wanted or as slow as I wanted. It could just be me. I loved it. And so here I found myself as an adult totally scared of what was happening because I had lost my happy pace. I was having a quarter-life crisis. What is a quarter-life crisis? Well, that great job that I had, I realized that I was going to lose it because the economy just slipped. I found a couple of gray hairs, and I realized that my life wasn't exactly what I thought it should be. And so a friend of mine was having a similar epiphany, and she said, Ashley, why don't you just go travel? Like, why don't you go do what you really want to do? You come home from work and you blog and you talk about travel and you search all these great deals. Why don't you just go do that? Well, I was quick to cut myself down, and I said, I'm a university student. I don't have very much money. And I'm only 23. Like, why would anybody trust me to take them on a tour? I look young. People didn't trust me in the office because I look young. People still think I'm 19 and I'm 31. So that could be a good thing for you. But for me, it was kind of difficult. So I researched opportunities, and I thought, maybe she has some point. So I went on the internet, and I found everything I could, and I found this great job to go to South Korea. I thought, I could teach English. That way I'll be a teacher, I'll be important, I'll make money, I can come back, make a down payment on a house, because isn't that what we all want? And then just before I was supposed to go, a week before I was supposed to go, I got an email in my junk mailbox, and it said, Ashley, do you want a job in Costa Rica? I was like, what is the catch? Well, the catch was that I was only going to get paid $25 a day, work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and I had to pay for my plane ticket down there and my training, and if I passed the training, then maybe I would get the job and sign a contract for 1.5 years. Which one would you choose? Would you go to South Korea, where you knew exactly what you were going to get? Or would you go to Costa Rica and travel the world and do exactly what you could possibly dream of doing? I chose Costa Rica. And I spent the next 2 years traveling everywhere from Mexico City all the way down to southern Patagonia, doing everything that I could imagine possibly ever wanting to do, swimming with whale sharks and ziplining across jungles, and getting my diving certificate and climbing ruins at sunrise. It was awesome. But like everything, it changes, and I changed, and I decided that I didn't want to help people just with their diarrhea and getting from point A to point B and losing passports and simple travel things, right? I really wanted to make an impact on people's lives. And so a friend of mine is a life coach, and he said, Ashley, you do everything that you want to do. Why don't you just teach people to do that? And I was like, what? That's a thing? He's like, yeah, you should become a life coach. I was like, okay. So I took the courses and became a life coach, and I loved it. And then, again, things changed, and I wanted to help more people. And around that time, I saw this video. This girl is Amanda Todd, and the part of my story I haven't told you is that I deal with anxiety. And when I saw this video, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I needed to work with girls. I needed to help them and teach them tools that I'd learned to get from point A to point B, to find my happy pace. And I created this program called Soul Girls. It's an empowerment program for girls ages 8 to 12 that talks about everything from body image to mean girls to friendships to physical activity, and not just racing for that finish line, but taking it step by step. And for the last 4 years, we've had over 600 girls in our program. And I want to tell you a really quick story about one little girl who joined the program 2 years ago. Her name is Kate. And she joined the program, and she has anxiety. And at the end of a summer camp, we gave her a certificate that said, you're an amazing leader. Thank you for being part of camp. And she ripped it up. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't change her life in 2 days. But she joined the 9-week program. And in the 9-week program, we actually trained to run a 5-kilometer fun run. And so at the beginning of the program, we started running, and she would say, my legs aren't good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not fast enough, I'm not a very good runner. And by week 3, I was like, okay, Kate, we need to have a conversation about this. Repeat after me, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm Kate. She was like, well, why would I say that? I'm not strong, I'm not powerful, other people are stronger. I was like, okay, just try. And she whispered, and she's like, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm Kate. And she burst into tears. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But at the end of practice, she said it again, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm Kate. I was like, okay, game on. And the next week she said it a little bit louder and a little bit louder. At the end, she was running through the finish line with her arms straight up in the air, saying, I'm strong, I'm powerful, and I'm Kate. And that's why I do what I do. It's because that one little moment where you can make a difference in someone's life, where you know that it's not about the happy place, but it's about the happy pace, about those single moments where you can be a mentor to somebody, where you can share an experience. That's really what it's all about. So I want to invite you today to think about your own journey and think about whether you're looking for your happy place or whether you're continuous trying to find your happy pace. Thank you so much.